Guys, it's me, Carrie, and I am rocking my Freddy Krueger sweater today. I'm so excited. It is feeling like fall. I have my sleeves pushed up right now just for convenience sake because I'm going to be doing a swatching video, but I got this from my amazing friend Mary, and I love it. It is so comfortable. I don't know if it would be cool enough outdoors to wear a sweater yet, but I'm in my house and it's nice and comfy in here, so I'm so excited about that. This is my first sweater of 2017. Well, of after like the winter of 2017. But anyway, I am going to be swatching 4 Sally Hansen, and these are, I believe these are all Miracle Gels. Miracle Gel, Miracle Gel. Yes, these are all 4 Miracle Gels. I am obsessed with Sally Hansen's Miracle Gels. I also have their Complete Salon Manicure line. They're very similar in formula as far as what I can tell in my, lay person's opinion. But I love these because these are supposed to simulate the quality of like a gel manicure. It's actually, this is the first step. You're supposed to do, I believe, 2 coats of this, and then you top coat it with step 2, which is their Miracle Gel top coat. I have several bottles of that, but for the sake of brevity in this video, I'm just going to do 2 coats of each nail polish on 1 nail, just so you can see what they look like. I'm not actually going to make this a mani that I keep because I don't think the 4 of them necessarily go together, although I'm a big fan of Skittle manicures where each nail is different. This first one is number 656, and it is called Swim Upstream. And I hope you guys don't mind when I do live swatching videos with nail polish. I personally find them a lot of fun because it gives me a chance to chit chat with you guys, see how you're doing. Well, ask how you're doing. Obviously, I can't hear your responses, but I hope you'll write them in the comments. But I can just kind of chit chat with you about what's been going on in my life or whatever. It's been a rough week for me. I've had several friends that have had to deal with some really difficult situations. So I've been like a really major sounding board for these people, and I hope I've been helpful to them. I've certainly tried to be. But my friend Billy actually described it really well, the situation. She said, if you are an empath, which basically is someone who tends to feel a lot and really have an ability more than the average bear to feel empathy and compassion and the emotions of people around you. This one, by the way, is 534, or kidding aside. That's a cute name. You tend to struggle when people around you and the world are going through difficult situations. Obviously, everything going on with, with Harvey in Texas has been tremendously stressful for the poor people living through it, and like most of you, I have friends that live in the area that are struggling right now. So aside from the personal experiences my friends have been sharing with me of other non-storm related things, there's just the overwhelming feeling of sorrow and grief for what they're going through. This one is number 204, Adrenaline Crush. And this last one is 174, and it's called Shimmer, and it's got many, many H's in it, which is why I pronounced it that way. But anyway, Billy said, if you are an empath and you feel things deeply, how can you not be struggling right now? And knowing that my friends are going through all the things that they're going through. Oh, I didn't take my polish off this nail very well from my last manicure. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm going to see if I can kind of scrape it off, because it wasn't a very good polish, the one I used prior to this. It was not a Sally Hansen, by the way. But anyway, if you are, that type of a person, if you are an empath, if you feel things deeply, how can you not be struggling right now? So I definitely am. And I mean, I'm very, very, very grateful that it's not stuff that's impacting me personally in terms of my own literal life, but I'm certainly impacted by the things that the people I love go through. So I have been, having a hard time this past week or so. I'm really hoping with the advent of September, it's a whole new month. Soon it'll be fall, a whole new season, at least in this part of the universe, of the world. I'm hoping, that it'll bring in better times for everybody. I'm cautiously optimistic that that will be the case. I'm now doing my second coat, obviously, of each of these colors, and so far I'm super impressed. This is absolutely stunning, and certainly a 2-coater. You do not need 3. Look at that, you guys. That is gorgeous. And again, I didn't show you the lid of this one. This is 656 Swim Upstream. I am such a huge fan of Sally Hansen's Miracle Gels. Their brushes are nice and wide, as you can see right here. Hopefully I'm trying to get it where you can kind of see. Like that's the side angle of it. But it's nice and wide. So literally 2 or 3 swipes per nail and you're good to go. I mean, I do a few more than that because, you know, I have to try to be a perfectionist about everything. But ideally, you could probably get this done in 2 or 3 swipes. This one, I'm going to go back over again. This one's a little more sheer. This one, or kidding aside. That's a clever name, by the way. Okay, now I've got it really gobbed on there, but I want it to not have VNL, which is not mine, like I didn't make it up, but it's a nail polish vlogger, whatever term, abbreviation for visible nail line. This is still a bit sheer after 2 coats. I'm not as impressed with this one. I really, really, really like the first one. We'll see when it dries if it looks a little bit better. These shimmery, I guess they're kind of like chrome colors. This third and fourth, this Adrenaline Crush and Shimmer, I'm really, really, really digging, especially this one, because this is right in my wheelhouse. It's like almost like, trying to think of, like, no, it's in the same color family maybe as a gunmetal, but it's got like a little bit of violet almost to it. It's very hard to describe, and I hope that when I show it to you on camera, you'll be able to kind of get an idea. But it's just absolutely gorgeous, and I'm obsessed with it. This shimmer one is really pretty too, but it's pinky peach, and with my skin tone, peachy things don't necessarily look the most flattering. I think it's a really pretty color. I think it would look better on someone with a darker skin tone than me. That's just my opinion. Quality-wise, I mean, these are really consistently great, I think, but it's just a matter of what colors, you know, suit your skin tone best and suit your personality and your vibe best. But anyway, here is a better look. Okay, this is the Swim Upstream with 2 coats. I know it's really reflective. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get it so there's not such a reflection. This one is the Or Kidding Aside. Still a little bit sheer after 2 coats. I generally won't do 3. You know, if I have to, if it's really, really, really sheer and I've gone to the trouble of doing 2 coats, I'll go, all right, I guess I'll just go ahead and do the 3rd because it's better than just removing the polish altogether. This one, Adrenaline Crush, I really wish I could get it accurately captured on the video there. I don't think I'm doing a great job, but it's my fave by far. And then this one is the Shimmer, and it's really pretty again, but not probably the best for my skin tone. So overall, if I were to rate these, you know, from best to worst, no question, partly because it's really unusual, I think, and I have a vast collection of nail polish, even after my recent destashing. I still have about 750 bottles. I know, don't judge. But this one, Adrenaline Crush, is definitely my favorite. Because I'm a blue girl, I would say that my second, and also because it looked fabulous after just 2 coats and super, super opaque, is Swim Upstream. My third favorite, even though it's not the best for my skin tone, it's still kind of unusual and really, really, really pretty, is going to be this one, Shimmer. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 H's in it. So yeah, I feel obligated to say it that way, would be my third favorite. And last but not least, I do like this color a lot, this Or Kidding Aside, and it's orchid-ing, so it's Or Kidding Aside, cute. I like, but I don't love. It definitely, I hope you can tell, could use a 3rd coat, and I'm just really not feeling doing a 3rd coat right now, so yeah. But that is what my thoughts are on these 4 polishes. I honestly don't recall what these retail for. These were generously provided to me for review purposes from Danielle, my amazing, awesome contact person who I've been working with for years. She works for a PR firm that represents, among other brands, Sally Hansen, NYC New York Color, and Rimmel London. So she's been really awesome to work with for these past, I want to say, actually, you know, I was looking back the other day. Initially, I had archived my original blog. This is going to be confusing, story of my life. Originally, I started out in blogging way before I had a YouTube channel that I actually posted on, with a blog called Got Polish. And that started in, I believe, I want to say 2011. For some reason I thought it was later than that, but I'm pretty sure it was 2011. So it was 6 years ago. Then I started shortly thereafter, I believe, unless I'm getting them out of order, a personal blog that I just shared my poetry on and my private thoughts about things, just, stuff about my life, that I called Carry On. Then what I did was I changed the name of Got Polish to Butterfly's Landing to match what the initial name of my YouTube channel was. And it still continued to be basically a review channel, but it was not just nail polish anymore. Now it was also reviews of lip balm and lip products and other goodies that I was fortunate enough to either receive as gifts, receive to review from companies, or more often than not that I purchased on my own. Then I changed the name of Carry On, my personal blog, to PerseveringStar, because I wanted it to match the new name of my YouTube channel. And then Butterfly's Landing went kaput. I said, you know what, I'm not going to do that anymore. Too confusing to have two different blogs. So now my sole blog that I post on is PerseveringStar. So it matches the channel name, it matches my Facebook name, it matches my Twitter handle, it matches my Instagram login. Everything is all uniformly now PerseveringStar. So long story short, it is more simple now. But what I was getting back to is that I initially had archived the Butterfly's Landing blog, which was originally Got Polish, because I said, oh, it's going to be too confusing. I'm not planning on posting on it anymore. And then I said, you know what? Just for memory's sake, just to be able to trace back the progression of not only my writing, but the quality of the photos that I take and everything else, I said, you know what, I'm going to keep it out there in cyberspace so people can look at it if they want to, but I will no longer be posting on it. So if you guys want to follow my blog, very few people have, but if you want to, that would be great. It is actually perseveringstar.blogspot.com. It's through Google Blogger, and you're more than welcome to follow it. If you'd like to follow my old blog, that one was butterflieslanding.blogspot.com. Again, I will not be posting new content on there, but there's probably about 6 years worth of old content. So if you want to look back at old nail polish and lip balm and whatever reviews, you're more than welcome to do so as well. I know that was really, really, really long, but my point originally was that Danielle at Sally Hansen / New York Color / Rimmel London / I don't even know what other companies her PR firm represents, has been such an amazing contact person for me for pretty much all of the 6 years that I've been dabbling in all this social media stuff, and I'm so grateful to her. She's such a lovely person. I mean, I don't know her on a personal level, but we make pleasant conversation in our emails and stuff, and she has been nothing but sweet to me all these years. So shout out to Danielle. Raise the roof, because Danielle's amazing. I adore her, and she is such a great person to work with. So thank you, Danielle, for sending me these to review. I'm super grateful. I have another set of, I believe, 3 polishes. I think, honestly, I'm just going to put this out there. One of the things that I think Danielle recognizes about me, and I kind of pride myself on a little, I'm patting myself on the back a little bit here, when you have companies that are willing to work with you, and again, I still don't know if the technical term is sponsorship, if somebody sends you something for free, or if that requires an exchange of money, which has never, ever, ever happened for me. I've never been paid to review anything in actual cash money, but I have received free products to review. So I don't know what technically defines sponsorship, but I would just want to put out there that, like, when Danielle sends me information about, say, a new line of, we'll just say, miracle gels that are coming out, and she lists, it'll be in the press release, it'll list all of the colors that are coming, and sometimes there'll be other products from either the same company or other companies that are all listed in the same email. I really try very hard to not be greedy. If there are 10 polished colors, I will never, ever, ever say, oh, please, Danielle, send me one of everything, because I just think that's really taking advantage of your working relationship, and I personally just don't respect people that do that. Just putting it out there for what it's worth. So, like, for example, with this most recent press release I got from Danielle, I believe there were about, I want to say 6 or 8 different polish colors. I said, if you could, I would really be grateful if you could send me these 3, and I listed the colors that I thought would be of, most flattering on me and most, appealing to review for you guys. And I think that she recognizes and appreciates that fact, because I bet there are a lot of people out there that do just say, oh my gosh, you want to send me stuff for free? I want one of everything, even if they have no use for it. And I think, number one, it's greedy, and number two, it's wasteful. I will never, ever, ever be that girl. Not saying I'm better than anybody else. I'm just saying that's just personally how I choose to carry myself and live my life, whether it's in a business relationship or a personal relationship. It's hard for me to ask for things, although I have in the past. Many of the, I don't know, partnerships, whatever you want to say, that I've had with companies have been because I've initially reached out first and said, hey, you know, I'm Carrie, I have a blog or I have a YouTube channel. This is, you know, what its focus is. I would love to work with you if you would be, you know, willing to and interested in that. You know, I'd love to review your products. And sometimes they say yes, and often they say no, and more often than that, they don't respond at all. And that's cool. It is what it is. But every once in a while, you know, you come across somebody like Danielle, who is just such a great, great person, who works hard, obviously, who appreciates the fact that, no, I may not have the biggest number of followers or subscribers on my blog or on my YouTube channel, but I'm always going to give my sincere, honest opinions about things. I'm always going to be grateful for each and everything that I receive, whether it turns out to be my favorite product or my not most favorite product. So I guess I am tooting my own horn a little bit, but you know what? Sometimes we deserve to do that, especially when we're people that struggle with self-esteem issues or whatever kinds of issues we struggle with. Sometimes we have to be our own cheerleaders, and I'm doing it. I'm owning that. I may be coming across a little bit conceited right now, but I hope you guys know me well enough to know that that's not my intention. I try to live a life that I can be proud of. I believe very, very highly in karma. What goes around comes around. What you put out, you get back. And it may take some time, but eventually, if you do good things, I feel like you'll be rewarded somehow, and vice versa. So anyway, thank you again for watching this video, you guys. Thank you to Danielle for sending me these to review for you. Definitely number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 in my order of ranking, but that's just for what it's worth. The quality of all of these are great. I'm going to show you them one more time now that they're all nice and dry. And you can judge for yourself which colors you think you might like the best. But I will post a link in the Dropbox for Sally Hansen's website. You can also find these in most major cosmetics and nail polish retailers. I've certainly seen these at Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, Target, etc., etc. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Sorry I rambled a little bit. You guys know that that tends to be my way. I hope you don't mind it too much. But anyway, have an awesome rest of your day. I will be back very, very soon, and you'll know I'm doing this right after because I'm going to have just 4 nails polished with some lip balm reviews that have been long overdue. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back soon with more stuff. Bye.